Ladies and gentlemen, for the 840th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Jew, aka his Jewness.
Hey.
As well as the Black Hand of Mike, aka El Black Handay.
Yeah.
Me, I am Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
You know, just living the dream, Mike.
Hell yeah. Man. So, the Kong movie, it's a lot of mindfulness. You know, don't go in there expecting anything but monsters fucking up each other. The fucking...
Is it a lot though, or I mean, is there a lot of
monsters fucking up?
Is there a lot of storyline to it, or is it just a lot of action?
The storyline really ain't much of shit. It's like Kong gets fucked up a little bit because you see him getting older.
Yeah,
he's Asian, you know what I mean?
He's Asian.
No, Asian.
Yeah, he's Asian too, because that's where his jump.
No,
He's
right.
an Asian.
He's an Asian Kong. He's an Asian Kong.
He's an Asian
Kong is Asian too, yeah, because he's more like, you know, second Earth Asian, like whatever, inner Earth Asian.
Did he do any fucking? They ain't have no movies of him fucking, right? They ain't got no little Kong running around.
They got little Kongs in this one. They got little Kongs in this one.
But I thought he was the last Kong. How is he making little Kongs?
Because
he finds some big ass, regular ass gorilla. Please, Michael, I don't plan to watch this movie. I love when you spoil movies for me.
So
it's become one of my favorite things is that you spoil the movies I don't necessarily want to see.
Kong's lonely in third Earth or inner Earth, whatever the fuck they call it. He's lonely down that bitch, right? He's trying to find other versions of him. Like, he knows that there should be some more motherfuckers down there, right?
He realizes that in the grand scheme of things, somebody should be around to fuck.
Exactly.
Somebody should want to let me hit this.
Yeah, because see, that's why he got aggression. See, people don't understand. I know Kong's aggression.
Yeah, he's just trying to bust a nut.
He needs to bust one. Yeah, that's why he's pissed the fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well,
yeah, I mean,
there's a spot
I'd be fucking mountains if I was him or something. At least just get one off.
Nah, I'd just be jerking off.
Well,
but do you think he should know how to do that? You know?
Damn right, he's a monkey,
that gets old though, bro.
He's got opposable thumbs.
You don't think it's old hanging out with somebody?
Like, yeah.
You can fuck him out and roll on down the road, man. Just have glory holes everywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the crazy part, man, the movie starts off.
Glory hole.
The motherfucker has like a toothache, yeah, and he comes out of mid-earth to come up.
He got a toothache, so he goes out looking for somebody to help with his toothache.
He comes out of Middle-earth to come up top to get his tooth fixed. It's like the people that...
Well, like he knows the people there are going to help with his teeth.
So they put in a fake fucking tooth for him. Godzilla is out fucking up every goddamn thing. As soon as one of these goddamn big monsters they call kaiju, whatever, as soon as they pop up, Godzilla gets up and just fucks people up.
So wait, is this connected to the Pacific Rim franchise?
Yeah, it's all connected because they call them kaiju too in that motherfucker. Like they got this crab thing that Godzilla fucks up in Rome. Manhattan. Godzilla fucks up cities left and right in this bitch. There ain't a city left standing when.
So wait a minute, is it Godzilla against Kong, or is this just a Kong movie and Godzilla's in the background?
Both of them together. They eventually become a tag team
against the bad Kong
and a bad Godzilla.
Oh, and bad Godzilla.
Is there a mecha Godzilla?
It's not a mecha. This was completely different now. So look,
doppelgangers.
In a sense,
bad doppelgangers.
Yeah. That's basically what it is.
Oh, like metaverse bad fucking Godzilla.
Because it's basically Kondo and Kong Godzilla.
Mike, we might just have to make that horror movie we was talking about making.
Yeah, because look,
we can maybe have to make it a short flick, like a 20-minute to 25-minute joint that'll win an Oscar. You know what I mean?
There's this little fucking gorilla that Kong runs into, right? That like tries to fuck him up, and they got these old gorillas trying to fight him. He tells the little gorilla take him to where the leader is. They takes him to these motherfuckers, and
how much bigger is Godzilla than this little gorilla?
Godzilla's a massive motherfucker. King
Kong, that's what I mean.
King Kong.
Because he's the one hanging out with the gorillas, right?
King Kong picked this little motherfucker by the leg and threw him at another, like was using him as like a fucking hammer.
So if I'm King Kong, is the gorilla the size of my phone?
Nah, I say the baby Kong is probably If you want to
Is
say
it a baby Kong?
a baby, I'd say he's a toddler. I'd say he'd be about 2-3 years old. He'd be a 2-year-old, 3-year-old size to a regular man. It'd be a 3-year-old.
So he's like a midget.
Yeah.
So
right?
the gorilla's about the size of a midget to a full-size Kong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, but that gorilla is a baby Kong?
Yeah, it's a baby
It's going to
Kong.
grow up to be the size of Kong.
Yes, eventually.
Okay.
So
Where that comes from, nobody knows.
Well, apparently there's
The
a
fabled
whole
Kong vajayjay.
there's a whole tribe of these fucking gorillas that are enslaved.
Congo gorillas, yeah.
Yeah, they're enslaved by another. Look, they're in a volcano.
Like at the Congo,
Like
Is there
the
diamonds
Congo,
everywhere? Are they
yeah.
white?
No, they got scars on some of them. The ones that are really fucked up, they got the scars. They look like the Congo
Are
gorillas.
they Kong size?
Yeah, they're all of them.
That's the only difference. Congo.
All of them.
The Congo, them gorillas were regular gorilla size.
Them motherfuckers got to grow. That's about right. That movie was what,
All
20
these-
years
No,
ago.
those gorillas were ancient when they were waiting on him to show up and try to take the
Oh,
diamonds.
so they ain't gonna get no bigger.
Exactly, they were fully grown.
Yeah,
in
so
Congo. In
so-
Congo.
All these.
Amy, good gorilla.
Yeah.
Amy,
Yeah.
good gorilla.
You ugly gorilla. Ugly gorilla.
Bad
Ghetto,
gorilla.
ugly.
Bad gorilla.
So look.
Retarded, man.
So they're fucking down there, and Kong sees all these different apes, and he's like, "What the fuck? Like, wait a minute, these motherfuckers are me." now half of
He's
these,
like, y'all are awful small.
My favorite.
half of these motherfuckers
Can I
are.
fuck you? I bet
look,
you got a little tiny vajayjay.
half these motherfuckers are enslaved. The other half are ruling over them. So one of these old motherfuckers gets like, they kick him into the lava, like just kick this old motherfucker in the lava. Kong goes off, knocks this motherfucking like soldier one clean the fuck out. I mean, sleeps him. Here comes this long spider monkey.
Shut up, wait a minute. So Kong, you-size Kong comes in fucking up midgets.
No, these are all full Kongs.
Okay.
All
so
of them are
all of a
grown,
sudden
except
he's
for this little
found a
baby
bunch of
motherfucker.
Kongs.
Yep.
Like Congo, but bigger and not white, but with
Yeah.
Congo scar faces.
It's the same fucking thing, the same makeup and all that. I'm like, yo, this is just Congo. And my son was like, what's that? I said, I have to show you that movie, buddy, one day. You know, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Everything is
too bad for him.
You got to say, look at boy, everything is derivative.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, what's that? And then you got to show him.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So the main bad monkey comes out. This motherfucker's like a spider monkey. He got long arms, long feet. Like he's like a skinny orangutan almost.
So he's like that dude that was Hayukin or whatever in Street Fighter.
Oh, you Danielson.
You know,
Dancing,
the
yeah.
one that would like lean over and kick you with a foot from
yeah.
across the
All
road.
that shit. So this
Be like,
motherfucker,
let's go.
he's spider monkey type shit, man. You know what I mean? And
He's like the dude in Bloodsport that was crawling around the ground.
Yeah. That's it. So this motherfucker, he comes out there, and him and Kong go at it, right? This motherfucker has a whip. They call him Scar King. He has a whip that has a crystal on the end.
He
that
slaps him in the face with a whip.
It controls another thing that's like Godzilla, except this motherfucker doesn't breathe fire. It breathes ice. That's how come.
Mike, I've just about had enough of this movie. Please,
This is why
Mike,
King Kong
tell me
got
something.
the-
Are we in the first half or the second half of this?
I'll put y'all right in the middle of this motherfucker because I ain't even bothered with the first part of this bitch. You know what I mean? You got the little girl, deaf girl. Apparently she's fucking, her people are in mid-earth too. They find her tribe because she has to wake up Mothra. So Mothra comes into this motherfucker now. You got Mothra
You got
in the
Kong, Godzilla, fake Kong, and
and
Mothra.
Mothra. All five of these motherfuckers are in the goddamn movie.
All right, so we're at five
Five
monsters. Have
And-
they fought yet?
Oh, Godzilla and fucking Kong go at it. As soon as Godzilla sees Kong, it's on sight. He don't fucking waste no time. Like Kong has to
So they
get.
just throw down.
Kong is trying to get Godzilla because Godzilla. They say the story goes that the Deaf Girl's people were protected by Kong's people, and there was another set of these Kongs, the bad ones, that Godzilla ended up fighting and blocked them all from going into the regular Earth. There's like portholes that take you up to regular Earth, like where
So,
we're
so
at.
Godzilla's like the gatekeeper,
Exactly.
and Kong like wants to be the key master,
Well,
but he
Kong
can't
was
be.
also one of the people that helped out or his people helped out, but these bad gorillas killed off his peoples.
Bad gorilla.
Yeah, bad gorillas killed the good gorillas. You know, somehow,
Ain't that just how it always goes, huh?
and somehow Kong was able to get out. You know what I mean? So, but Godzilla.
Because he was the baddest ass good gorilla.
Godzilla only wakes up when another monster's around. It triggers him to go, and he has to go fuck it up. That's all he knows. He go fuck this bitch up. Godzilla is making his way to the mid-earth, whatever. He's on his way there.
Godzilla likes beef.
He's charging up, and he's on the way.
Right. Godzilla's like, what's up with that smoke? Y'all got some smoke?
He charges up from a nuclear facility, sucks up all the energy out of this nuclear joint, goes to this other monster that I ain't never heard of. That comes out.
What's it called?
I don't fucking know.
All right, fair enough.
He kills that motherfucker, sucks all the energy out of that place. You know what I mean? That's where the purple comes up, because he just sucked all the energy out of that motherfucker. They're like, he's charging for a big fight. This motherfucker swims straight through fucking France. Like, fucks up all the fucking France. And he ain't even fighting, he just swimming through the bitch and fucking it up.
He's just knocking into shit.
Tearing shit the fuck
knocking
up.
down the Eiffel Tower.
Fucking fuck. And the government's
he knocked down the Eiffel Tower?
Nah, he didn't get the Eiffel Tower, but he fucked up all of Egypt. Him and King Kong fucked up all the pyramids. They got the fight.
Oh, man.
They got the fighting in the middle of fucking Egypt, man. Fucked up all the pyramids. I'm like, God, because Kong comes out, because he's like, I got to get Godzilla back to mid-earth to help me fight these motherfuckers. All the way he's going to come is if he knows I'm up here. He comes out the motherfucking hole in the ground. Godzilla is standing on top of fucking some goddamn mountain. Sees this motherfucker and just comes at him. Kong's doing this number like, hold up, man. We go, hey, he's sign language. We gotta go to the hole. We gotta go to the hole. He's doing this number. Godzilla said, man, fuck you, and just spears this nigga, yo. Like, Godzilla got speed on him now. They gave him longer arms now, you know what I mean? Godzilla out there putting in some work, yo. Had him pinned up on the pyramids. They fucked up Godzilla blew up 2 of the 3 pyramids. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucked up all of fucking Egypt. Got to mid-earth, and then they get to wrecking down there at mid-earth. These Godzilla got some skill. Godzilla got some skill. Because they started floating in the air. Godzilla is the only one out of the monsters jumping from rock to rock, fucking motherfuckers up. Shit, I got you, bitch. Bow! These other motherfuckers is falling like they ain't got no control over shit. Then the little son of a bitch, the little motherfucker, baby Kong, he comes in at the end of the motherfucker, saves the day. Like, this little son of a bitch right here. Godzilla puts the ozone back together because the frost Godzilla is the one that caused the ice age, the first ice age. So when he comes up to Earth, he basically starts the ice age. Godzilla beats this bitch, blows the fucking all the energy he had into the atmosphere and makes the atmosphere right again. But I'm like, this motherfucker just fucked up Italy, France, Egypt, Nepal. I mean, he fucked up wherever the fuck he was at, he fucked it up. You know what I mean? For some mindless fighting.
It sounds like good for just not thinking, like you say, the mindless shit.
It's some mindless shit, man.
The Planet of the Apes jump coming out.
I seen that, John.
They say that shit's gonna be long as a motherfucker.
That preview looked like that bitch is gonna be good than a son bitch, man. That preview looked like it's
4
gonna be
hours
good.
worth or something like that.
Oh, and if it's that long,
they
fuck
say it's
that,
record-breaking, like runtime.
Come on.
Who the
I
fuck
haven't
wanna
seen a
sit through
specific
that shit?
runtime, but like it sounds like it should be 2 movies to me.
The Beetlejuice looks like it's gonna be
But
good.
I'm tripping because I want to see Planet of the Apes. Like, they got all this Planet of the Apes stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, if you remember when the James Franco joint happened, they had the Easter egg in the background. Remember?
Yeah.
In the motherfucking newspaper stand, it said,
Yep.
we lost contact with the fucking spaceship.
Yep.
And that's the spaceship Charlton
See,
Heston
this
is on, right?
one picks up to be like it's after season and all the motherfuckers. Like these motherfuckers,
Well,
they're actually hunting the humans down
They're
right
doing
now.
everything from the time humanity lost itself and the apes took over.
Yeah.
Up into, they're leading
225.
to 225
2
minutes.
hours 25. 2 hours 25 minutes.
That's still a long ass
That's
time.
pretty long.
That's a long movie, yeah. Well, that's like that Doom movie. It was 246. Doom 2.
Yeah, but those
Did you
dunes.
see that?
I ain't see the first
I
one.
don't know. I have higher expectation for those dunes than the other shit.
The
but
first one I was actually impressed with. And I don't know nothing about it.
I'm
I said
old
the
school
second
with
one
my
was
Planet of
good.
the
I
Apes.
talked
so.
to the boy had we went and saw Ghostbusters last night, but the boy he had like 9 different kids from all schools up there. I guess that's where they hang. And I was just shooting the shit with him out there fucking popcorn, and one dude was saying it was an action-packed movie. He was saying
What movie?
Doom 2.
Oh, Yeah, I mean they're supposed to be good.
So,
The Dune and the Dune 2
about it.
are
The first one was
supposed to
actually
be
decent
good.
because I didn't know nothing about it, and I was actually into it but I'm into sci-fi shit anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's a sci-fi thing that I had never heard anything good enough about the old movie to watch, and I hadn't like delved into reading the book. So when I hear that there's a good version of it, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll check that out at some point.
Hey, you see the trailer for Bad Boys 4?
No, I ain't seen that yet.
It looks stupid. Everything I've seen looks stupid so far.
Look, I'm going to waste my time to go see this motherfucker.
Are you?
Yeah.
I only got so much threshold for that.
Because I'm going to go ahead and get drunk with my homies. We're probably going to go to Top Golf, my U.S. food buddies.
All
Go
right.
to Top Golf and then fucking go to Alamo and lunch off this shit. It's also like kind of a pay respect to our homie that passed away, because that was the last thing we all did as a group together when he was alive. Was we went to Top Golf and then we went to see that bullshit Bad Boys 3 movie. You know what I mean? And we lunched off of that bullshit. Got all fucked up, man, that day. It was a good day that day. Even though we didn't give a fuck about the movie, man, we was fucking lunching. Cause I think it was just us up in that bitch laughing our ass off, man. Fuck the fuck up. Like they made them drink strong that day at the Alamo. It was good drinking that day. I was like,
Oh, that's a
fuck.
good spot.
Got to watch the movie that was sucked, but we was fucked up anyway because we had already did Top Golf, which I had to pay for because I got there late. They had already was like, man, should just go up there and hit these motherfuckers. All right.
I gotta see what that place is about.
What, Top Golf? I mean, it's expensive as shit. It really is. It's expensive than a motherfucker, but I mean, you go there, you fucking pay to fucking. They really get you with the food and the drinks.
Yeah, that's how they
That's how they get you. Like the getting the club and setting up for the hit the ball. That's not bad. It's the drinks and the fucking food.
That's how all that shit works, man.
And it's really none of that shit spectacular. Like it ain't nothing to be like, oh, I pay a lot of money for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're just hitting the ball out. It's a putting range.
I'm trying to take Felicia to a blacksmithing joint in Sterling.
A what?
Blacksmith.
Oh, like real blacksmith
Yeah.
shit.
You down?
Fuck, what we doing? Like, what we gonna see? The
Yeah,
motherfuckers
what's
making
the-
shit
what's
or
the-
am
We're
I
making it, bro. We're making it, bro.
We're at.
What are you making? An axe? You making a sword? What are you making? Can I go fold some Japanese steel over and over and over and over and
I don't
over?
think we're gonna do Japanese steel, but might make a good knife. What's it called? I'm gonna look this shit up. Yeah, I'll go.
Lawless Forge.
Who?
Lawless Forge.
Lawless Forge.
Bottle openers. A rebar knife. A horseshoe knife. Barbecue fork. These are the shits you can make.
Did it say barbecue fork?
Yeah, like for like a grilling, like a
Oh, okay.
like a long jump. Chopsticks. But yeah, they do like group rates. It looks pretty cool.
To
Looks
go
pretty
make shit with a forge?
cool. Yeah, you actually forge and shit. They teach you how to like build shit, make shit.
Classes are 3 hours long. All materials, safety gear provided. Huh. That might be interesting.
I don't know a date yet, but it's gonna be definitely next month sometime.
Oh shit, wait a minute though. Okay. I see here. So 1 to 5 people, 400 flat. 6 to 15 people, $80 a person. So you need some people to go to pay, you know. You need at least 6 to 10 people.
To go do that forge shit?
For it to be, you know, for it to be like cheaper. Because anything under 5 people is expensive as shit. $325. $300. Let's see. So the chopsticks is $325.
Yeah, but that's $50 a person. That's not really not too bad. I don't think.
Nah, it says flat rate. That's what you're paying.
Yeah, but
So I guess it would be if it's a flat rate.
yeah, but you
'cause-
break that down between 4 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Because I'm like, because it says 6 to 15 people is $60 a person.
yeah. You know, you actually.
But the thing, so y'all, you got to agree on what class to take. I'd take that rebar knife.
You want to make a knife out of rebar?
Yeah, because I'm looking at they got the bottle opener, which is look like it's just twisted metal. You know, they got the chopsticks, which what the fuck you gonna do with metal chopsticks?
It's either that or the horseshoe knife.
The horseshoe knife looks cool too. So you're making a knife out of the horseshoe.
Yeah, you're actually doing some welding and moving some steel to fucking make a knife.
Yeah, I mean, if you're flattening it out and folding it over itself and making it all nice and strong and dipping it and doing whatever, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I've seen a few things here or there.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Oh,
it sounds like it could be cool, but it sounds like it could be, I don't know.
it's gonna be some work. It ain't.
Oh, it's gonna be some work. Yeah, it definitely. It ain't gonna be no easy shit.
Look at it.
Yeah, you gonna be out there hitting some metal.
Yeah, we gotta hit some shit.
You gotta bang that shit.
Right now it's gonna be me, Jay, and Felicia. So.
Yeah, let me know when y'all do it, cause man, I
How
gotta see
far
this.
away is this place?
Sterling?
Somewhere.
Yep, old Sterling up there.
It doesn't look bad. Yeah, holler at me. Might go out there, slang some steel.
It'll probably be towards the end of. It might even be around that weekend because the end is what? That's May.
End of what? What are you talking about?
End of May is Memorial Day, right?
Yeah, that's Memorial Weekend. Oh, you know what movie I do want to go see? Monkey Man. That's like the Indian John Wick.
Yeah, maybe. It might be really awesome. That fucking dude from Slumdog's making it.
They got a lot
Yeah.
of shit. They actually got a lot of shit coming out.
Yeah, but I want to see that one.
Despicable Me. I'm trying to see that.
That's actually look like shit gonna be funny. That shit look like it's gonna be funny. Be good to take the kids to.
You parents and your...
Inside Out. I fuck with that. I fuck with that first one.
Yeah, that was
sure
a good
that
one.
second one's gonna be alright.
The kids
so we
gonna
talking
like that
about-
one.
Yeah, so it would probably be either the 19th or the 26th
19th or 26th of what?
May,
May?
or the 18th or 25th, whatever that Saturday
What?
was.
Isn't that Mother's Day weekend? See, if
That's the third, right? Is that
I
the
don't
third
fucking
weekend
know.
of the
I
month?
can't tell
Mother's Day.
you gotta be shitting me. Conor McGregor is about to play Popeye. They're remaking Popeye.
Mother's Day is the
You
second.
gotta be shitting me. I gotta see if this is real.
They're gonna make Conor McGregor be Popeye? I don't know.
Mother's Day is the second weekend of May.
I found him entertaining in that fucking...
I still gotta watch it because I heard the podcast about fucking
I found him
You
entertaining.
didn't watch that live? We supposed to talk about that, man.
Nah, because that's why I ain't brought it up because I ain't
'cause,
watched it yet.
It's good for what it is, but it ain't good.
That's what everybody said. They're
You know
like,
what I mean?
if you want to see some good fighting,
Like, it reminds me exactly as you feel about the Kong shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, that's
it's
how I
just
felt about that. But like,
I don't think it was enough fighting. He ain't fighting enough for me.
yeah.
and you watched the Roadhouse?
Yeah, goddamn, we watched Drill and All.
Jake
Yeah, you
Drilling
said,
all.
oh, I don't want to watch Moist Drilling All. That's what it was. That's what it was. Moist Drilling All. That had me rolling. I don't want to watch no Moist Drilling All.
Yeah, he was all fucking moist. I told her I didn't want to watch this shit. There's that moist fucker already. God damn it.
Come on, she didn't fuck you good that night? Come on.
That shit on your boneversary?
Your anniversary? Y'all didn't have some good sex boneversary? That's
That
some
shit
bullshit.
was fun. Man, I
Oh, man,
lost
I don't-
it.
I don't think we did. I think we passed the fuck out.
Because look, as soon as I heard the show, I text both of them, yo. I said, happy belated boneversary. Yeah. Oh, man. He goes, man, I don't want to see no moist Jake Dillon.
Jake Drilling all.
Oh, shit. That was good stuff, man.
It was alright. And I ain't gonna say. All I'm gonna say is.
You can spoil
I
it
think
for
the
me. I don't
original,
give a fuck.
but it
the original's a
needed
better
more
movie.
action.
The original's a better movie, and it certainly could have had more action. But like for what it
At least
is,
with McGregor, he should have fucked more shit up.
I found McGregor just so stupid entertaining.
Yeah.
Like I
Because
just
that's what everybody's been saying is that McGregor is what sold the movie, what stole the movie from her.
he makes it magnetic
Every
in a
time he
sense.
popped up on the scene, there's like when he pops up, he stole the scene.
he's ridiculous to a degree where you like just have to pay attention. And that's like the only way I can really describe it is where I was just like entertained to like the utmost when he came on. I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker is too ridiculous. This is too stupid funny right now. Because he just walks around like a fucking maniac the whole time. Like he's just a pure fucking maniac the whole time.
Yeah, because I was trying to watch that shit this fucking weekend. I was like, yo, trying to watch this bitch. Like, God damn it, she ain't want to watch it. I said, I'm gonna watch this motherfucker. Fuck it, I'm into watching this motherfucker this week.
My boy was telling me about I don't know, some movie that Jennifer Lawrence, is that the blue chick?
Yeah.
Mystique, yeah.
She in some new movie where she naked for a minute. She come out the water ass naked, full frontal,
Okay.
bush and everything.
Shit, Bush and everything.
I can't remember what fucking movie said it was. He was talking about. I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about, but that's what he is talking about. He said, you gotta check that out. I'm like, all right, well,
I don't remember what movie he was talking
I said, is that the
about.
blue chick? And he's like, I think. I'm like, she's already been naked then, technically, if that's the blue chick.
Yeah, she was naked in that. She had to be naked for that.
What I mean?
She alright.
She's pretty hot. She's been naked in some stuff. She be doing some adult things. I think she has a sense of humor. But you know, she's been in some interesting, weird, crazy shit, man. You ever see that Mother movie? That movie's bananas.
I want to say, I think I have.
Is that's not
Javier Bardem's in it. The guy that was
J-Lo ain't in that movie, huh?
no.
I seen some movie called Mother, I think, with J-Lo in it.
That's I know that's her in the fire, like at the
About
fire.
her kid or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the fuck. Yeah, but a cabin or something. I don't fucking remember. It wasn't all that great. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what that one was. Fucking, I started watching this shit on Netflix called Warrior. Man, I'm all into that motherfucking shit, man. It's this two Chinese gangs going at it, man. Just a whole lot of fucking action and killing.
Yeah, I seen that on the.
That shit,
square,
man.
but I ain't
that shit's right up my alleyway, man. With all the fucking like kung fu shit. I got Samurai on Hulu. I'm still trying to watch it. Oh no, not Samurai. Yeah, Shogun.
Shogun, yeah, no. I haven't checked out Shogun. I read the book years ago and found it like highly disappointing.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I never read the book. I didn't even know it was based on the book.
Man, that motherfucking book that thick, dog. And I'm reading it thinking there's gonna be some more than just a head getting chopped off here or there.
Yeah.
And at the end they're like, and then there was a big battle. And it's like a paragraph summarizes like, I'm
The
like,
whole
you got
book.
to be fucking
all the
kidding
way
me.
there to fuck you up
All
in the
this
air.
shit, they're like, I'm like waiting for some ninjas to come through. Finally, at one point, some ninjas come
Yeah.
through, and it's like a half a page. You'd be like, and they're gone. And I'm like, really? They were like, and the ninjas came, and they hopped over the wall, and they scooted by, and then they jumped over the wall and left. And I'm like, really?
And that's it.
I done read a book that's that thick.
That's like sitting through a movie all day, and then you get to the end, and you're like, "This how you."
That's
end
like
it.
there's this part of me. I
Season.
don't even want to watch Shogun because of how aggravated the fucking book made
But
me.
see, you've already seen the book, though. I mean, I've not seen the book. Goddamn, read the book. See, I ain't never read the book, so I didn't
Have you
even
watched
know.
any of it?
Yeah, I've watched a couple episodes.
Right, because like the way I remember the book, and let me go on and spoil this for you.
Go ahead.
So like the way
Like, see, I don't mind the spoilers because I haven't watched the motherfucking
the way the
show.
book worked, like the dude was a sea captain, right?
Yeah, the white
And he
boy.
got the boat, and him and the homies, they've been on the Pacific. They then passed Hawaii. They
Yep.
know Japan's out there. They're
Yep.
trying to get there. They don't think they're gonna make it. They're out of food. They're out of water. They're,
Yep.
they're half dead. They're on death's doorstep.
That's how
Finally,
this
they
shit
get
starts off.
there, and then they're like, the Japanese are like, "Fuck you," and throw them in prison right out the
Yep,
jump.
right off the bat.
Right off
yep.
the jump. And then they got a motherfucker chilling in a vat of oil.
Yeah,
You know,
they
they're
cook 'em.
boiling a
Yep,
motherfucker.
Yep, they did that.
And oil and shit, and then like they let him go and wander around the town, and then he sees some samurai chop a motherfucker's head off for not fucking bowing enough.
Yep, I saw they did
So the
that
head
part.
gets lopped off.
Yep, they
and
did
then,
that.
And then he eventually sort of ingratiates himself into the culture.
Yep.
And just sort of gets in with all of like the political doings
All the shit that goes on. Yep.
that's going down from all the different like tribal groups.
So far, that's all happening.
And
Yep.
like, I mean, eventually nothing really happens. Like,
Yeah, like
I don't know what else to say. Like,
he's teaching them right now. The part that the episodes I'm on is like he's showing them how to use the cannons and shit, and you know all this other bullshit.
right. They want to use him to like get better
Yeah.
at modern warfare to fight their other enemies
Yeah,
and have an
like the
advantage
council
through
or
him.
whatever. Yep.
Yeah.
But that's as far as I gotten into that show. Like I've been more into Warrior because Warrior has just more action for me.
It's just popping.
It's just, man, that's just like that because it reminds me. I don't know if you ever watched a show called Hell on Wheels. I don't know if you
I
ever
have
seen
not
that.
watched Hell on Wheels. I've been interested to watch
Hell
about the
on
railroad.
Wheels, yes, Hell on Wheels was my shit, man. And it really reminds me of how Hell on Wheels was done. The same way Warriors is done as Hell on Wheels, the same shit. Like, you know, you got the Chinaman being brought over or coming over and basically used to work.
Right.
And you got some Chinese syndicates there that run Chinatown, basically. You got the Irish cats, they're trying to go to work, but they can't because the businesses are using the Chinamen for labor. So you got the working man, is what they call the Irish cats. The working man is beefing with the Chinese cats, but you got different syndicates in Chinatown fucking with each other. Then you got the cops that are assigned to Chinatown that are just there. And it's so many different little fucking stories mixed into all this shit that it's been keeping my attention right now. And it reminds me so much of Hell on Wheels that I'm like, oh man, Hell on Wheels, I was all into that motherfucker. And I'm into this shit the same fucking way. I'm like that. And then the fighting, bruh. I've been a fucking dumbass kung fu nut since back then with the bullshit ass movies from back in the day with my dad and shit. The same thing with sci-fi shit. My dad turned me on I'm turning my son on to all this shit. I was watching an old Star Trek joint the other day, man. I said, boy, my dad turned me into a Trekkie. He goes, Dad, what the fuck are they? He's like, what is this? Boy, you ain't appreciating what this is right now.
Well, just go on and start Next Gen from the jump.
Yeah.
Just watch Next Gen from the jump.
That's what I did. It was on Next Gen.
Dude, check it out. I'm in the second season, right, of Next Gen. Because I'll be watching that shit every 10 years or so.
Yeah.
I just throw it on and cycle through it. And I didn't realize, but I just watched the episode where Q comes along and he's like, yo, man, like, I'm trying to hang out with y'all. I'm trying to be on the crew.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, fuck you, Q. And then Q's like, oh, for real? And he'd be like, and then he smacks him like, 2.5 years at max warp away.
Yeah.
Right, plants him right in front of the Borg. And I'm like, oh, look at you, Q. You're the fucking one that introduced everybody to the Borg.
Yeah.
Like, that's a dick move, man. Goddamn, Q, that's a dick move.
But like, I was having a good nostalgic weekend because my boy was with me the whole time. Like, I'm like, look, I turned him on. Like, he's all into the Godzilla shit too. I'm like, all right, this is shit my dad did with me.
Now, look, Mike, don't make him too dumb, though.
Oh, no.
You know
He's intelligent than a motherfucker.
No. You intelligent too, but you be a dumb motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have some
You gotta have
ignorance.
some dumb, but you can't have too much
You can't
dumb.
have too much. Yeah,
know
you gotta be able to have fun in life.
Be mindful about that boy. Don't make him too much of an idiot.
That's what I'm saying. I teach him that there is a level of ignorance that you can have out here and have a good time in life. Like, you ain't gotta be serious all the time.
There's acceptable ignorance and there's unacceptable ignorance.
Yes, exactly.
It's almost like there's acceptable ignorance and then ignorance is not acceptable. If you're so ignorant you can't even say it right.
Well, no, because ignorance is controlled stupidity.
I don't know about all that. There's so many different
There's ignorant
potential.
motherfuckers. Ignorant is like you straight up just stupid. Ignorant is like, man, you just a fool, man. You just out here being foolish right now. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I've had enough of this. I can't be sitting here lecturing.
Like, I do that shit with my boy. Like, we was in the car and fucking I was listening to J. Cole's new mixtape that he dropped. And fucking he got this joint on there that had a groove, right? And I'm like, man, it's like that Dame Dash groove. And I'm in the car, man, I'm just wilding. I'm just grooving, doing the Dame Dash, right? And he's just like, nah, Dad, don't do this, Dad. Don't do this. Boy, you wait till I get to a stoplight.
I'm going to get out this car.
I'm at a stoplight. I got motherfuckers. I pull right up to people. I'm like, I'm making sure that my windows line up with everybody. I'm in this motherfucker rocking, yo. He's like, he's just sinking on down in the seat further and further. I'm like, oh, boy, you better groove with me, goddamn, because it's going to get worse. But that's the other thing that's been going on. Apparently, J. Cole came back with a strong-ass diss against Kendrick Lamar.
Well, that's been brewing for what, a decade?
Well, it's not
Them
really
actually having like a real rap battle.
But here's the thing. Kendrick says like a verse. Cole came out with a song and just was like, "Look, man, I'm gonna body you. I'm just letting you know this. I'm just telling you this as a warning. I'm giving you this song right now. I told you your first shit was trash, or your first shit was classic. Your last one was tragic. Your fucking second one was mild, but they gassed you up like it's 7. What is it called? 7-minute drill. And I mean, he tells him, he's like, man, he hits him with a bar in that bitch. Yeah, here you go.
Turn it up. Yeah, turn the vocal up. Light work, like it's PWC. It's a cold world. Keep the heat under your seat. I got a phone call. They say that somebody dissing. You want some attention? It come with extensions. My dog like say the word. He on bullshit. He itching. I'm putting so much work in these streets. He got pension. I told him chill out. How I look having henchmen. If shots get to popping, I'm the one doing the clinching. I came up in the Ville, so I'm good when it's tension. He still doing shows, but fell off like the Simpsons. Your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive, and that was your prime. I was right behind, and I just now hit mine. Now I'm front of the line with a comfortable lead. How ironic, soon as I got it, now he wants something with me. Well, he caught me at the perfect time. Jump up and see where I got here off of bars, not no controversy. Funny thing about it, bitch, I don't even want the prestige. Fuck the Grammys, cause them cracks ain't never done nothing for me. Whole slugs took my nigga soul. Drugs took another one. A rap beef ain't realer than the shit I seen in Cumberland. He averaging one hard burst like every 30 months or something.
Again.
Wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing.
He right.
Don't make me have to smoke this nigga, cause I fuck
well, listen to what he says.
Shove on this mic, I will humble him. Nino with this thing, this that New Jack City meme. Yeah, I'm aiming at G-Money, crying tears before I
bam right there.
Like it's PWC, it's a cold world. Keep the heat under your seat. I got a phone call. They say that somebody dissing. You want some attention? It come with extensions. My dog like say the word. He on bullshit. He itching. I'm putting so much work in these streets. He got pension. I told him chill out. How I look having henchmen. If shots get to popping, I'm the one doing the conductor.
Then the beat switches. And it's like, look, man, that's just a warning. I'm just letting you know. Don't come at me.
I got mixed feelings about these fucking rap niggas. It's over for that cap, the official cap pillars 2-6. We don't act niggas, we get at niggas. Shoot a nigga lights out. Yeah, my dog, stat fillers, stat stuffers, triple double, get your ass black duffel. Body bag, body bag, body bag. Cold world, your instructor for Pilates class. Get a nigga stretched if I feel a disrespect. Your arms might be too short to box with a god who live his life without the pressures of a constant facade. I pray for peace, but if a nigga sees these positive vibes, a Falcon 9 inside my pocket, bitch, this rocket gon' fly. Now it's popping
that wasn't
outside,
me.
like the top my text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply. I'm hesitant, I love my brother, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm powered up for real, that shit would feel like swatting a fly. 4 albums in 12 years, nigga, I can divide. Shit, if this is what you want, I'm indulging in violence. Put pictures in my home, aim the chrome at your eyelids. Fly pebbles at your dome, we the Stone Temple pilots. This is merely a warning shot. The back niggas down, back in the town where they whipping, working, traffic in pounds. My jack jumping bout a rapper, making blasphemous sounds. Switching sides like the tassel on the cap and the gown. I'm fully loaded, nigga, I can drop 2 classics right now. Let me chill out, man. Conductor. Fall off on the way, nigga.
Yeah, but when he hit him with that Nino Brown and fucking G-Money line, I said, God damn. I'm looking at that scene, I'm like, I'm putting them two up there like, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I'm trying to explain to my son why that line was so hard. Because as soon as it hit, I'm like, God damn! And my son was like, what? I said, boy, you don't know. I was like, fuck, you don't know. You don't know New Jack City.
I made you watch New Jack City,
I gotta get you to watch New Jack City. Okay. It's time for you to understand.
J. Cole pressed the issue and has made it time.
New Jack City. It's time for you to understand some hood classics
you
now.
know, I mean, it's interesting to me that that there's somehow that's controversial for J. Cole to be like, I mean, you made some dope shit, but, you know, not so much lately.
But he's right about everything he said he put out there.
I've always been a bigger J. Cole fan.
We've said it many times here. We are fans of J. Cole. If you put J. Cole and Kendrick up here, I'm going with Cole all day.
All day. Every time.
You know? Like, I'm not a fan of Drake. There are people that love Drake. I'm not one of those fans. I'm not a Drake fan. He got some shit on there that you can rock to, but he does too much crying. He's like Keith Sweat. That's who Drake reminds me of.
All this shit sounds the same to me.
Who? Which one? Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, he whines too much for me. He's like
there's like a
light skin Keith Sweat.
But there's like a I don't know, like a sound, like an actual sound that Drake has that like just all the Drake songs do sound the same. Like something about the way he puts effects on his voice.
Yep.
The way he says what he says, it all sounds like the same song to me.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
But I'm interested to see how this goes because I'm into. I like when you could go back and forth lyrically and keep it on wax and fucking see who could outdo who. You know what I mean?
Well, it would be nice if J. Cole lit a fire under Kendrick.
Yeah, because this right here, I'd be like, damn. I said,
because I've listened to a few different Kendrick joints, and I'm like, that's all right, but
he doesn't have like that album that I could be like, all right, Kendrick got this album that I would listen to front to back. Cole got a couple of those, but my favorite one of Cole's album is the 2014 Forest Hill Drive.
Right.
That's the one that I think, to me, was like the best album that he has had out here. Period. From front to back. It's a perfect album to me. Now the rest of them, I'm not saying the rest of them are bad or anything like, because I fuck with all the albums, but that's the one that's the most memorable to me is that one. You know what I mean? That's when I was like, because I was following Cole when he was just a fucking kid, and I'm like, all right, this kid got something with him. And then when that came out, I'm like, oh, here's what I've been waiting on, was this right here. And then when he started bodying people on their own features, it was like, shit, you know what? You might as well hang your shit up when you got him on a track with you.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Out of these motherfuckers that are out now anyway, I don't see nobody fucking with it.
I mean, there's a lot of trash.
There is.
There's a lot of trash.
There's also a lot of shit that's gold you just don't hear. They
well, it's
because
it's because they don't get stuff doesn't get pushed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's not that it don't get pushed.
It doesn't get pushed. The powers that be don't put it all out there. Like
because they don't. They want to keep people dumb.
That's what I'm saying though. If one of us let Diddy do him in the booty hole like 3 years ago, like maybe this would be like the third or fourth largest podcast in the world.
Hey, if we gave you 250,000, would you let Diddy diddle you, Jew?
No, ain't nobody doing nothing.
Now, let me ask you this though: would you, for 250,000, if Diddy said he'd give you 250K to do him in the booty hole, and not only was it 250 directly to you just for getting the stank on you, that
he said getting the stank on you,
just for getting the stank on you, you get 250, but the show also gets a push. Like, just from you doing Diddy in the duty hole.
250, man.
Just from you doing Diddy in the duty hole.
You gotta do Diddy in the duty hole.
That's a little money. I need a little more than that.
Wait a minute. Diddy's gonna cost you
more gonna
more
cost us to show you. Gonna get more money when the podcast becomes huge.
It's been inflation since the Tom Brady.
So you're charging.
But he doesn't have.
The government scale went up since then.
Okay, fine. Call it 298,000.
No, it went up to like 500. Like,
so you need 500. So wait, are you still at 250 with Tom Brady?
No, that number
that's
went
up to 500 as well.
Yeah,
Bidenomics got the Jew want 500,000.
Hey, sorry, man.
All right, fine. So Diddy got 500,000 cash money for you to do Diddy in the duty hole. And also, not only do you get 500,000, you gotta finish. You gotta come. You gotta bust off.
Well, if I'm fucking, I'm finishing. It don't matter what it is, Dad. I'll hold a big baseball or something if I have to, you know what I mean? Just as long as it don't scratch me, whatever it is, I'll fucking, you know.
I'm finishing no matter what it is. As long as it don't scratch me.
Yeah, if it starts scratching me, I might have to be out. I can't be out here bleeding.
So if there's something hard in there, Puffy, you're gonna have a problem. But
you better shave your booty hole.
But yeah, like we got it set up. It's not the way. It's not the way Diddy would do things.
I don't stumble. Let's go scratch.
I ain't game. Yeah, but $20 is $20.
It's $20 is $20. But he needs $500,000. $20 is $20. But you know, $500,000, I'll fuck you in the ass.
God damn it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close.
God damn it.
We would like to thank you so very much for listening. We'd like
Yes,
to
sir.
encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes. Like, share, subscribe, tell your peoples. If you want a book, 1984, Brave New World, or Fahrenheit 451, holler at me, I'll send you one. Analog books, old school style. You know, things that can't get changed once it's sitting on your shelf. But, you know, be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things that you were trying to get done, because that is how things get done.
We believe in you.
That's right. Don't forget, we love you very, very much.
Love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go.